Welcome in Western Slope. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast for today. The Grand Valley is still getting rainfall throughout today. The higher elevation areas can be receiving a little bit of some snow, upwards of about 7,000 feet. Those areas are what's going to receive about 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour as the rest of the storm comes on through. And our temperatures in the lower elevation areas and even in some of those mountainous areas are just around close to their seasonal averages. It might not feel like it because of that rain, that precipitation in the air, but during those afternoon hours, that's when those peak temperatures are going to happen. We do a winter storm warning at least until 8 p.m. this evening, and in some of these surrounding areas, it looks like that warning might be sticking around just a little bit longer due to the length of the storm kind of moving on in from Utah. And I want to talk about our future cast because we'll notice here as we get into this evening, the majority of a lot of this snow, a lot of this precipitation is actually eastward of Glenwood Springs, but even down south, so that Crested Butte area, the Crawford area, that's where that majority of that snow accumulation is going to happen. But we'll notice Montrose Delta, Grand Junction, even though those roads are wet, even possibly icy during those early morning and those late night hours, it is going to stay clear of any accumulation. The Uncompahgre, Powderhorn, and even north of I-70 is what's going to get just a little bit of that accumulation, if so. Over Salt Lake City is also looking to have quite a bit of snow accumulation from this storm moving on through. As we get into this afternoon, our high is going to be 54 in Grand Junction, 50 in Montrose. Further east, a little bit cooler. We're down in those low 40s and those upper 30s, but that's still just around our seasonal average. And if we take a look at the almanac, our high 51 instead of our typical 57. So we are just short of that seasonal average by about 6 degrees, but our low one is just around there at 33 instead of our typical 31. Our dog walking forecast for the rest of today, even though there's rain, if you want to head out and about, it is feeling 48 at noon. 3 p.m. is feeling 50. Tomorrow we're going to have very, very similar temperatures in terms of the dog walking forecast as well. Still with a chance for a little bit of some rain and maybe some possible sunshine during those afternoon hours. Again, getting into the future cast kind of for tomorrow, we've got this system continuing to move on in from the coast, and we'll notice this low pressure system, this little bit of stormage off that coast could possibly give us a chance for maybe a little bit of some rainfall in the later work week. I know it's the weekend. We're not thinking about the work week quite yet, but some of those later days could give us a chance for some more rain. I do want to get into tomorrow's afternoon temperatures as well. We'll notice essentially the same in that mid 50s for Grand Junction and those upper 40s for Montrose. A look ahead for just the next couple of days. Getting into the rest of today, the system is going to continue to move on into the central U.S. Sunday, the system is moving across that eastern U.S. area, kind of across those Great Lakes, and we'll notice all that action off the west coast, which is what's going to give us a chance for the rest of the work week. Taking a look here, 54 today, well, I guess not even the work week, the weekend, excuse me, 54, 54, 56 on Monday. We're even going to get up into those 60s on Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday is where that second chance for storms could move on in. And Montrose also has that same kind of trend. Tuesday is looking to be our warmest day, so keep those rain boots out. The spring-like weather is here to stay.